got me.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 2022 Coke Classic from beautiful Grizzly Arena. I'm Buzz Sawyer alongside my broadcast partner, our athletic director, Michael Beaumont, as we welcome you inside this beautiful arena. And it's going to be the first game of the afternoon, which will be North Little Rock, the defending state champions, against Destiny Christian Oklahoma. Coach, don't know a lot about Destiny Christian. What I have found out, they know how to win games. They've got a lot of conference championships. They've got some state championships. They have a national championship.
Yeah, a lot of success over the past several years for them. So when Coach Burnett was trying to look for teams, you know how he is. He likes to have the best here, and he wants to have as stiff competition as we can get. And reached out to Destiny Christian. They said, you know what, we'll come on. I said, all right, let's do it.
Well, North Little Rock has been a franchise basically that's been a lot like the history of what Northside has. Some players that have gone on to play in the NBA. The most recent one now that's probably going to be in the NBA, I would bet a lot of money on, be Nick Smith, who's at the University of Arkansas, is injured right now, but kid's a player. He was part of that state championship team last year along with Khalil Ware. You remember him. I think he went to Oregon to play.
Yeah, those two young men are having lots of success. Like you said, one is injured right now, but I know that those injuries tend to heal themselves when conference starts, and that's starting next week for them. And then the Oregon Duck, I saw him play the other day. I thought, wow, this kid was playing Friday night ball. Now I'm watching him playing on national TV. So I won't lie, Buzz. I'm glad to see North Little Rock not having those two young men on their bench. But they're still going to be pretty good.
Yeah, they're going to be good. Tyler Frederick, who comes back for them, was a junior last year. He's just committed to playing at the University of Arkansas, Fort Smith, which is good. He's actually a Fort Smith kid. It's where he grew up, ended up moving to Hot Springs, and then to North Little Rock.
Yeah, he comes back home, so I know that the University of Arkansas here at Fort Smith will be lucky to have him, and it'd be a good draw to come and watch a local kid play there at our hometown college.
Well, we have starting lineups now.
Senior number 24, Centennial Lamore. A junior number 4, Joshua Del Rosario. A junior number 32, Jude Hill. And a junior number 12, Hayden Cole.
Some good-looking kids here.
Really good. Good-looking uniforms.
Yes, sir.
They will be the visiting team, so they'll be wearing the dark uniforms. North Little Rock home team will be wearing white. Coach, I appreciate you. I know you probably bored to death today, didn't have a whole lot to do with your time off, but coming in and doing some broadcasting. And also, we have a lot of requests for you to do those interviews too. I don't know if you're going to get a chance to do that. Hopefully you can.
I'll be happy to do it. Love to do it. No, I'm like you, Buzz. You know, sat at home for the past 2 weeks and just enjoyed a lot of the holiday time.
Did you have a good Christmas?
You know, I actually did. The AAA rule, the Arkansas Activity Association has a rule where all of athletic facilities at public schools must be shut down for 3 days, and so that gives us an opportunity to get away. I have to make the coaches get away, and so I got to spend some time. Had a daughter come in and had a chance to spend time with Mrs. Beaumont for a few days, but that ended yesterday, and she said, it's time for you to get out of the house. Yep. Well, so it's tournament time.
It is tournament time. Well, it's just about ready to tip off here with the first game. We have 4 games tonight. Don't leave us. The Grizzly Sports Network will have all the games tonight. Next will be, Bryant and Springdale Harbor. And then our Grizzlies against Little Rock Hall. The last game of the night will be Southside against Sylvan Hills. So we'll be here for the duration.
I mean, during the holiday break for $5, Buzz, this is the best place to be.
Can't beat it. Eric Burnett, our tournament director, also the head coach for the Grizzlies as we get this contest started. Again, we don't know a lot about Destiny Christian, but some good-looking athletes.
Yes, they do.
First shot is good. That is Jude Hill. Jude Hill is a junior. Nice pass underneath. I know he had a good opportunity, just missed the shot. That was Blake Seagars. Blake Seagars is one that we've been told to watch. He's a good player, just a junior. Nice drive. What a dish underneath.
I'm going to have Coach Burnett check the height of that rim because he just kind of reached up there and dunked it. There's no way that could be 10 feet.
Well, Coach, that's number 24. We don't have him on our roster, but we got to find out because he's going to be obviously a force. We may have him on the roster, but maybe not the correct number. Shot off the glass is no good. That was Joshua Del Rosario. Now Frederick is the young man I was talking about earlier. Is actually from Fort Smith. Pulls up inside the line, can't get it to go. Destiny Christian with a rebound, but the steal and off the glass is good. That's Braylon Frazier. Frazier with his first 2 points.
North Little Rock with a little token pressure right there. See if they can slow down the pace of the game.
Three-pointer on the way is no good. The rebound is put back, no good. Another shot at it. He was fouled. That'll be LeBron Wilson go to the line. And I think Robert Griffin is guilty of the foul. North Little Rock.
North Little Rock didn't lose a lot of size with the kids that graduated.
No, really did. Although wasn't he 7 foot? 7 foot. And you know, the thing about him, he could shoot. I mean, a soft shot from way beyond three-point line.
You know, I think when we watched him last year, that first couple of times, I was like, there's no way he's going to pull up from out there. And then after he made 2 or 3 in a row, I thought, well, I guess I stand corrected right there.
The second free throw is good from LeBron. I like saying LeBron when it comes to basketball.
Yeah.
It just goes together, doesn't
it? It's a good name. Oh, wow.
Block. Drive into the lane is, the shot's good. He was fouled.
I think they're going to wave it off, Buzz.
Oh, they are? They are going to wave it off.
Second team foul. Now in for the charging Wildcats, number 2, Andre Barnes.
So Destiny will inbound under their own basket. They are from Del City, Oklahoma. I guess between them and Bryant, that's who has traveled the lengthiest amount. A three-pointer on the way is off the rim, no good. Rebound by Griffin. Barnes drives, puts it in the hole for 2.
That was a soft touch right there.
You know, Barnes is only 5'11", Coach, but he got across the free throw line and got skied. Destiny Christian with a 6-4 lead just into the first quarter. Wow. Three-pointer's good. Jude Hill.
That little step-back three is hard to defend right there.
Foul will be called on Hagan Owens. That'll be his first. They call that on Rosario?
I think so, yes, sir.
It must have been under the basket. I didn't see it. Apologize for that.
Well, I thought it was a block out front.
Yeah,
I thought that was the call.
Yeah, I thought they called it on Owens, but my mistake.
Oh.
Three-pointer off the mark. Frederick with the rebound. And Frederick's another young man that can shoot the three. And he was called for the charge.
tried to make a move down the lane, going to dish it off, and then couldn't stop in time. I like the headband look, though. It kind of reminds me of a young Buzz Sawyer right there back in the day.
Yeah, I don't know. I was talking to Coach Burnett earlier about my high school career. I think I've told you that they didn't give me an opportunity to have a high school career in basketball. We had some pretty good players when I was here. A lot of guys went on to the NBA and played, but they were 30-0 that year. And I was asking Coach Burnett, you take that team that went 30-0, that was in 1974, play against the team North Little Rock last year, who wins that game?
Oh, that's a good question right there now.
He said if it wasn't for Ware, the 7-footer, he said I'd definitely go with Northside. But that guy is he didn't say anything about Nick Smith. He's a game changer too.
Yes, he is.
But those guys will be here, I think, January the 19th.
Yes, sir.
The 30-0 team, and they'll honor them on the court that night. Three-pointer's no good. Another dunk by the unknown player.
I will figure that one out here in just a
I
minute.
know you helped me with that a lot.
I'll get him.
The last time. I appreciate that. Sometimes we don't have accurate numbers, and I think sometimes maybe during the week they may change a guy here and there, and by the time they get here, we don't have exactly what we need all the time. But
and as these teams travel, Buzz, they bring different sets of uniforms, and things may happen, especially during the holiday break, that's not normal. And I was that age one time. It might just be because I forgot my jersey and they had to give me whatever was left. So I'll find out. Oh, that's a good look.
Nice dish.
Centennial Moore, the assist by Del Rosario.
There's that sweet shot by Tyler Frederick. Tyler's first 2 points of the night, but I can assure you that he'll add to that point total. See a timeout on the floor. Just a 30-second timeout. Got a good hospitality room as usual. I know during the Tournament of Champions.
Yes, sir.
Brooke Jackson, who was the tournament director then, does such a great job every year putting that together. I think she inherited that back in 2018.
Okay.
And from that point till now has really done a good job. And Coach Burnett, I'm not sure how long he has been the tournament director, but he says that, this is, something he looks forward to every year. You get good teams in, like a team that you didn't think about, Destiny Christian. We knew nothing about them. Watching them right now, they have a 13-6 over the defending state champions in Arkansas. So it's fun to see all these different teams going back to the Tournament of Champions. You had teams like Lamar, Bergman, Carl Junction, teams you've never heard of before, Sepulpa.
Right.
Now, you've heard of them, but you just didn't really know a lot about them because we're so covered up in the 6A and the 7A. And then you get to see some teams like that. Boy, you go watch girls like Corey Sanders, who played for Lamar. Just real impressive.
That was a lot of fun with, like you said, Brooke Jackson does such a good job on making that tournament run, and then Coach Burnett handles this one. Fort Smith is lucky that they have so many people in the community that are willing to do these kind of things for our kids, our schools, and the community itself. But you're right. And we're getting some talent and some teams in here. Wow, so fast.
These guys play above the rim. I think maybe they get a little disoriented. I never had that problem. I played pretty low to the ground, kept my bearings.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, you don't want that. I know how you are with your speed. You don't want to be too high in the air, and so I know you try to at least
I
keep your
toned
center
that
of gravity
down a little bit. Caught myself getting too high a few times and really had to back it off. Left-hander, no good. Rebounded by LeBron Wilson.
Well, you saw from the Tournament of Champions, Coach Smith likes to control and find the teams that come into that tournament, and he makes sure that the talent is there that can give everybody a challenge. Coach Burnett, this team that we knew nothing about, looks like he picked a pretty good one.
Pretty special here. Well, I asked him. I asked him earlier, I said, what do you know about them? He goes, I know they're pretty good, and I don't know a lot. Nice turnaround fade shot by Tyler Frederick. 4 points for Tyler so far tonight. Just a minute left in the first quarter. So Destiny with a 5-point lead. Ball goes out of bounds, so North Little Rock will have it. 43 seconds left. Got a little bit of interference on one of our headsets. I know Dylan's going to try to get that corrected at our next break, which will be in 42 seconds.
Dylan said he didn't have that till I came to the table, so there's probably operator error on my part.
If anybody can fix it, he can, though.
This is true.
Well, nice assist by Tyler Frederick underneath to Caden Nelson.
We talk about this a lot in basketball, Buzz. You don't let your offense dictate your defense. North Little Rock was not putting the ball in the hole early in this quarter. They just kind of kept the course, doing what they're supposed to do, and playing really good defense. And now they've made it a game here in the end of the first quarter.
Yep. Nelson missed his free throw, so it is a 3-point game, 13-10. Three-pointer on the way is good. That's LeBron Wilson. Frederick with 7 seconds left. Feels the pressure. He's going to have to put it up. Pulls up. The shot is on the way off the front of the rim and no good. 16-10 at the end of the first quarter. We'll take a break. Come back with more of this Coke Classic right after this.
You're in business to do business, not paperwork. That's where the skills of Potts & Company certified public accountants can help you succeed. Trust the experienced professionals of Potts & Company for tax preparation, bookkeeping, and other business services. Using QuickBooks for your operations? They're QuickBooks experts. The Potts & Company team can help you establish, organize, and optimize your QuickBooks for utmost effectiveness. Visit pottscpa.com to learn more.
Northside High School invites you to help pave the way in the Legacy Walk. All former or current students, players, friends, families, faculty, administration, community leaders, and businesses are invited to become a permanent part of its campus. Have your own personalization engraved on a 4x8 brick to be installed in front of the new arena. Honor a loved one, a teacher, a coach, your graduating class, or even advertise an organization or business. Support Northside and become a part of the campus for years to come. Stop by the Grizzly Gear Shop and order yours today.
All right, welcome back to the Coke Classic. At the end of one, it is 16-10. Dylan performed surgery on the headsets, and we are back to normal. Thanks, Dylan, for that. And Coach Beaumont went and found out number 24's name, and for all you Destiny Christian fans, his name, Sentinel Moore, but I'm sure you already know that. How do you leave that kid off the roster? Jaden Jones, I'm sure he'd love to have that shot back. Just a little strong with it.
Yeah. Destiny Christian provides that information in rosters to us, and then I have to get it to you and everybody else. So the parents of Sentinel Moore, that was probably my mistake. Somewhere or another, nice feed there. We left his name off, but we got it corrected.
That was LeBron Wilson, 7 points for LeBron tonight.
Wow.
Yeah, actually the first roster I got for them had no numbers on it. It had names, grades, but no numbers, and I talked to Coach Burnett, and he said, well, let me get with them, and within 15 minutes, they emailed it back over with all the numbers. But I remember during football season this year, we got a couple of rosters that had pant sizes, didn't have positions, but they had pant sizes. I don't know if you remember that or not.
I do. I think that might have been Little Rock Central that we got that from.
I think you're
and,
right.
They had pant sizes.
Now that was Tyler Frederick with the 3. A timeout on the floor. So Frederick has 7 points now.
I thought maybe Coach Curry had promised Little Rock Central maybe a gift for coming to, and maybe it was going to be some sweats or something, so I didn't know what those were about. But
now Brandon Luckenbaugh with the wireless camera. I appreciate all the work that everybody does to give this broadcast kind of a feel of professionalism.
Right.
You know, everybody works so hard to bring their A game to all these different broadcasts, and we are really appreciative of that.
it's like you're ESPN4 right now, so you're
Well, we were for a little bit when you got Holly to come in. That was
Wasn't that great?
That was so much fun.
I texted her this morning and said, hey, we have another tournament that starts today. Does she want to come back up?
Is she on her way? Can she
She's-
make it by the finals?
She's on her way. Oh, nice steal.
Nice steal, left-handed off the glass. That's Frazier. Frazier with 4 points now. Yeah, that timing was really good, and what a great venue for her to come to as far as the women that are concerned, all the girls that
Right.
are, you're trying to promote. Sentinel Moore,
Boy,
8 points tonight.
You know, Brooke and I had talked earlier in the week, and we knew there was a possibility that Holly could make it here and in time to come, and we kind of kept it under wraps. And I was just blessed that she had a chance to do that for us here and for the ladies in the tournament. It was great.
Yeah, then she had to go up to Arkansas for the Arkansas State game.
Right.
Lady Razorbacks the next day. You were there for that.
Yes, sir. Win a chance to watch Jersey play a little bit.
Yeah.
Played well. Got a lot of minutes
Did
in.
Jersey start?
She did. She did.
All right,
She
20
started.
to 14. Just into the second quarter.
Oh, nice defense again.
Well, he started to the left side of the basket, made the defender commit, and then put it up with the right hand. Andre Barnes, 4 points. Three-pointers, no good. Barnes gets the rebound. Hey, Barnes and Frazier, not big, but very quick and have tremendous leaping ability. As the ball was stolen there by Jude Hill. Hill dishes off. Now the ball knocked out of bounds by Tyler Frederick, so we'll get some substitution here for the charging Wildcats.
And I think Barnes' 4 points have come off steals. His speed, boy, I tell you what, he's got a burst there that he finds his way in the passing lane.
Rosario will inbound for Destiny Christian.
Oh, nice play.
That's inside.
Jude Hill with a basket.
Jude Hill with 7 points
30-second
after that
timeout.
basket. Another timeout on the floor.
I can see Coach Claiborne over there visiting with the young man that may not have called out that screen right there and letting him know that we probably need to get that corrected.
Yeah, these guys can make plays, without you giving them to them.
That's right.
Whenever you can close up that lane, you need to do it. These guys play so far above the rim. Makes the game easy.
Crowd starting to
Pick up
come
a
in
little
for a
bit.
little bit, coming in. Anybody needs something to do over the next 3 days, $5 gets you 4 games of basketball each and every day.
Well, that's a value.
How about that?
Yeah. And if you hadn't seen the new arena here at Northside, that's worth the $5. Just come in and see this. Between Northside and Southside, the new arenas, we're so fortunate to have that. They're beautiful. I mean, you put them up against anybody in the state.
And this happened before I got here when the community voted to pass the millage. How blessed was it that these two venues are available to both sides of town? Wow.
Three-pointer by Andre Barnes.
For three.
We got Chip Johnson and Jim Edwards. doing the stats. They do such a good job. And those guys are friends of mine. I mean, we all grew up together, and but they really enjoy coming here and doing it. And Chip is actually the spotter for Jim.
Right.
And as soon as the three-pointer is off the mark, that was Jude Hill with the miss. As soon as the half is over, Chip will run over here with the stats. I mean, he gets them over here just like that. And, you know, we try to keep up with the points and the fouls and so forth, but they have a lot of information on there, so thankful to them, too, for what they do.
And I tell you what's a big bonus about that, Buzz, if you've been to a college game or to a pro game, that information is real time for the coaches and the staff. So when they print those off and they can hand them to the guys, they can see tendencies, they can see things that are happening. That's a big thing that we provide here for our coaches to have.
Yeah, it is awesome. I was talking to Jim about getting real time stuff. If there's a way we can get hooked up with them, it's your boss is here now.
Yeah, there's no question who runs the show, and she's here.
She's
so
here. We get a headset on her. We've got a. Next break.
Next break, we're going to get you a headset.
When we say boss, that's Jennifer Steele. She's assistant athletic director.
Oh, how do you miss
gets
that?
the rebound. It looked like it was going to go, but just wouldn't fall.
He was too open.
So North Little Rock has closed this to a 3-point game. It looks for the pick. This ball's going to go out of bounds, but it will be the charging Wildcats basketball.
That kid's got a sweet shot. I like
Yeah,
watching him move
he
around.
does. He's a very good basketball player, hard worker.
Oh.
Golly, how many blocks is that tonight for Sentinel Moore? Right-handed off the glass. That's
nice.
Blake Seagars. So now it's a 1-point game. So North Little Rock just hangs in there.
Yes, double-digit lead early, and now they're back.
Pressure here by the charging Wildcats. That's Terrell Johnson. I'm sorry, Terrell Johnson in for the Destiny Christian. Rosario thought about the three. Jude Hill thought about the three, pulls up and takes it in, and nice floater. Makes it a 3-point game again.
I think we had a sideline warning.
Is that on us?
No, from the coach of Destiny. Maybe I think they had to let him know that you can't come out past the Grizzly, coach. You know how these coaches are, kind of like Coach Burnett, Coach Smith. They get excited.
So you can't come out to the Grizzly?
Well, you tell Ricky Smith that you're not supposed to come out past the Grizzly, and he thought he meant this Grizzly right here in the middle of the floor, and so we've got to get him fixed. He likes to come out on the floor. Coach Burnett likes to jump in the air, but
he does, and he gets some airtime.
You can't get a saltine under his feet when he jumps, but he likes to come out. And the big man pulled up again from 3-point.
We have a list of the all-tournament teams and MVPs over the years, and there's some real special names on that. And at halftime, I'm going to go over a few of those.
Okay.
That was Robert Griffin. I do have his height. He's 6'7", but he looks a little taller than that.
He does.
Robert Griffin had his shot blocked by Sentinel Moore right off the bat. Now, he's changed his style a little bit. Taking it in. First free throw won't go.
But if you saw there, we saw two different transition times where North Little Rock came down to the floor and took it to the hole.
Yeah.
But Sentinel Moore was not in the game the past two plays. And so he's a force in there.
He is a force. Take advantage of it while you can.
Yes, sir.
Second free throw in and out. No good. Nelson got the rebound. The putback is blocked. Destiny Christian will lose it out of bounds. That was a Zara Yamaha.
way the game has started, Buzz, I did not think that we would be a minute left in the half and it'd be a 3-point game.
No, it looked like Destiny Christian was going to stretch
Yes,
it
sir.
out pretty good, but we saw Northside do that to North Little Rock at home last year. We had a 12-point lead right off the bat, and then wow, well, Griffin went high to get that block off the glass. Nice pass all the way to the other end. Seegers with the basket. 1-point ball game, under a minute to go in the first half.
That was 2 plays in transition, and all you saw were 2 passes.
That's what Holly talked about, trying to eliminate the dribble as much as you can. So you don't have anything up your sleeve for this?
Brought Miss Steele in. So that's
always
always a big time.
Always a bonus.
I was worried if she was going to make it or not. The Acme Coal Company had emailed me wanting her address during Christmas time and had a big delivery for her. And so I figured I didn't know she'd be here or not. I wasn't sure.
I told my grandkids about that coal deal. They didn't catch on to it. They didn't realize that their big daddy used to get coal all the time. 3-pointers off the mark. Under 30 seconds now. Again, just a 1-point ball game, a lot closer than what we thought it was going to be when it started. So North Little Rock, I think preseason ranking was number 3 in the 6A, if I'm not mistaken about that, in the Central.
I'd find it some way to get to Sentinel more.
3-pointers no good as the buzzer sounds. 24-23. It is halftime here at the Coke Classic. We'll come back and talk to Coach Beaumont and Jennifer Steele here shortly. Stay with us.
This is Northside head football coach, Coach Felix Curry. I call 782-8940. That's 782-8940. This is Northside head basketball coach, Eric Burnett. I call 782-8940. That's 782-8940.
Football and fall, what a great time of the year. It's also a great time to take advantage of York Factory rebates on high-efficiency HVAC products. Give us a call at 782-8940.
That's 782-8940.
Sawyer's is about more than sunrooms, patios, and home improvement. For over 30 years, we've been about people, about our community, about you. We make quality products affordable so you can focus on making memories with those who matter most. We bring our passion for great craftsmanship and take pride in the work we do so you can count on it lasting a lifetime. Give us a call today and see the difference we can make for you.
For the consumer, I think it's maybe one of the best times in history, at least in my experience, it's the best time that I've seen. The pre-owned business is definitely changing. Probably the best time as far as ease that we've seen in the car business. Transaction between the salesman and the customer is so much easier. The coolest thing about our pre-owned stores to me is hearing what they say about going there. Come see us at Clay Maxey Premium Pre-Owned in Fort Smith and in Tawnytown.
810 Billiards and Bowling, but it's more than billiards and more than bowling. 810 Billiards and Bowling. It's an amazing combination of games, arcade, restaurant, sports bar, and night spot, all under one roof. And coming soon to Fort Smith, 5609 Rogers Avenue across from Randall Ford. And stay tuned for more updates on their grand opening. Visit their Facebook page to enter their grand opening contest. Now taking holiday party reservations, visit 810bowling.com for the latest updates. 810 Billiards and Bowling.
Hey, Chief, which weighs more, meatloaf or steak?
Steak.
Ham or turkey?
Yeah.
Mac and cheese or cookies?
Mac and cheese easily. Let's go weigh them and find out.
Okay. A pound of carrot cake or a pound of ice cream?
Nice try, rookie.
I almost had you.
Not even close.
You're in business to do business, not paperwork. That's where the skills of Potts & Company certified public accountants can help you succeed. Trust the experienced professionals of Potts & Company for tax preparation, bookkeeping, and other business services. Using QuickBooks for your operations? They're QuickBooks experts. The Potts & Company team can help you establish, organize, and optimize your QuickBooks for utmost effectiveness. Visit pottscpa.com to learn more.
Northside High School invites you to help pave the way in the Legacy Walk. All former or current students, players, friends, families, faculty, administration, community leaders, and businesses are invited to become a permanent part of its campus. Have your own personalization engraved on a 4x8 brick to be installed in front of the new arena. Honor a loved one, a teacher, a coach, your graduating class, or even advertise an organization or business. Support Northside and become a part of the campus for years to come. Stop by the Grizzly Gear Shop and order yours today.
This is Northside head football coach, Coach Felix Curry. I call 782-8940. That's 782-8940.
This is Northside head basketball coach, Eric Burnett. I call 782-8940. That's 782-8940.
Football in fall, what a great time of the year. It's also a great time to take advantage of York factory rebates on high-efficiency HVAC products. Give us a call at 782-8940.
That's 782-8940.
Sawyer's is about more than sunrooms, patios, and home improvement. For over 30 years, we've been about people, about our community, about you. We make quality products affordable so you can focus on making memories with those who matter most. We bring our passion for great craftsmanship and take pride in the work we do so you can count on it lasting a lifetime. Give us a call today and see the difference we can make for you.
For the consumer, I think it's maybe one of the best times in history, at least in my experience, it's the best time that I've seen. The pre-owned businesses definitely changed. Probably the best time as far as ease that we've seen in the car business. Transaction between the salesman and the customer is so much easier. The coolest thing about our pre-owned stores to me is hearing what they say about going there. Come see us at Clay Maxey Premium Pre-Owned in Fort Smith and in Tawnytown.
All right, welcome back to the Coke Classic. It's 24-23. Destiny Christian has a 1-point lead over the defending state champs, North Little Rock Charging Wildcats, and we do welcome you back to the Coke Classic. We also want to welcome in the Assistant Athletic Director, Jennifer Steele, our boss.
Oh, there's no question. No question about it.
So we're on our best behavior.
You want to know who runs our office? It is Jennifer Steele and Kayla Bray. There's no reason why my name is on any door. I don't know why that is, but I just get told what to do, and it always works out really, really good when I follow those instructions.
Well, you're a smart man. I've heard that. I've seen it in action.
Well,
so yeah.
Let me tell you, Coach Broyles would always say, and I can hear him to this day about, make sure that you surround yourself with great people.
Yeah.
Make sure you surround yourself with people who that you can always trust and that are loyal, and never be the smartest person in the room. That last one I never have to worry about. But I have done that. We added Miss Steele, a little over a year now. Kayla Bray has come on. We have you here, so when you surround yourself with great people, you're always going to have success.
Well, we sure appreciate everything the athletic department does to help the Grizzly Sports Network, and I mean, it's just a joy to come, be able to watch all this great, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, softball, it doesn't matter what it is, but to have the support of the athletic department, we really appreciate that. So thank you to you guys.
Well, you do so much for our kids, bud. I mean, you're never one to toot your own horn, and what the Grizzly Network does for our kids here at Northside, and then it doesn't matter what color uniform, because I've seen you do the same thing at a Southside game. Right. So you're just all about promoting these kids, our schools, this community. And it's not like you have free time. You run your own business in town, of which you are the owner-operator. You have no free time, but you seem to find a way to give back to our schools. And I need to tell you thank you. I'm blessed to be a part of what you do.
Well, thank you so much for that. Everybody have a good Christmas.
Let me see if we got her.
There we go. Can we hear now?
Jennifer? Yeah, we got you now.
Yeah, definitely had a great Christmas. Went over to Northeast Arkansas where they still had a little bit of snow and ice. And
there we go.
Got to spend some good time with family. That's where I'm from.
Where are you from?
Paragould.
Okay.
Paragould, the land of soybeans.
Right.
Rice. And,
That's right.
So, anyway.
Well, it's good to see family.
Absolutely.
And spend some time with them. I think everybody gets so busy. This time of year. We're busy throughout the year, but when you get into the holidays, man, it just seems to get so busy. If you ever get to sit back, take a deep breath, and just enjoy it, it's worthwhile. No question. But it's fun to be here at the Coke Classic.
Yes, sir.
We got some good basketball. I mean, back in the Tournament of Champions, you watched all those schools play, and you kept thinking, man, is this really going to be a good game? And they all ended up being so good. Well, here we are to start the Coke Classic with a 1-point difference in the first half, with a team that is the defending state champ in Arkansas, and then a team in Oklahoma that has a lot of conference championships and a lot of state championships. They have a national championship back in 2017.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, a lot of good basketball. Looking forward to the second half.
And then you got a little history yourself that you wanted to talk about a little bit during the halftime about some of the former stars that have played this basketball tournament.
Yeah, and our tournament director, Coach Burnett. He and if I can just go back a few years, let's see where Coach Burnett. Well, I know he was the MVP. Let me see if I can find it here. Back in 1987, he was an MVP, and then again in 1988. And I'll tell you somebody else who was on the all-tournament team, Chris Fitzgerald.
Wow.
And that was in 91, I believe, when he was on the all-tournament team. Actually, 2 years. Chris was on it in 91 and also in 1990. He's going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame on the 13th, I believe.
Well, I can see that from Coach Fitzgerald. Still looks like an athlete. He looks like he might have one more play in him. But now when you talk about Coach Burnett, you might want to check your record.
Coach,
were they the only team in the tournament? I need to ask you, make sure that's how you made the all-tournament team.
Well, there's other names on there, too, besides his, and they were from other teams.
They weren't relatives of Coach Burnett, were they?
Not that I can tell.
All right,
no.
well, we need to make sure.
Hey, not only that, he went to Arkansas Tech, still holds the three-point record there.
He tells me that every chance he gets, that he still has a few records there.
But I've never seen him shoot one from half court like I saw you do. That's still amazing.
Must have been a lot of wind. Must have been a lot of wind to help that ball get up there.
Well, in the first half, we didn't talk about any of the stats. We'll get to that here in the break as we are underway. Shot off the glass and is good. That's Rosario.
So Rosario and Destiny Christian start the second half the same way they did the first half. A couple of steals, a couple of easy baskets.
That's Rosario's first points of the game.
Frazier scored that last bucket for North Little Rock. Yeah. That's a couple of drives that I've seen him make a nice move inside, even amongst the trees there. Oh, that's a good look.
Well, I'll tell you what, they can do so much while they're in the air. Kind of contort their body.
That's right. As much as Moore has been a presence inside for Destiny Christian, North Little Rock hasn't backed down any.
No, they lost some players.
Yep.
But they still had some good players. They had a lot of playing time from last year.
Yes, sir.
Tyler Frederick's definitely going to be their leader. The shot is good. That's Sentinel Moore. 10 points for Moore tonight.
So Destiny Christian with no pressure that time off the made basket. Wow.
Off the glass and good. That's Ja'Cory Withers. So Jacory with his first 2 points. He doesn't have much athletic ability, does he?
Well, that was nice and smooth, wasn't it?
Shot off the glass. That was Rosario, so he had no points in the first half. He's come on early in the third quarter with 4 quick points. Get another 3-point lead for Destiny Christian. I know Jennifer and I have been talking a lot about playing tennis and getting together some kind of match. So she is my partner. You'll need to get a partner, and we'll need to play and probably get Dylan to film it. So we put it on the Grizzly Sports Network.
We could film it. I wanted to make that happen, but Jennifer said my only choices were either Coach Brunk or Coach Smith, Coach Adams or Coach Burnett, and I was like, that's my partners? I don't. Gee whiz. Nice steal.
That's the second block. Frederick, the last 2 shots he's put up have been blocked by LeBron Wilson. 3-pointers, no good. That was Jude Hill with the miss.
As much as we talk about Sentinel more, LeBron has found his way for a couple of blocks.
Yeah, he has.
Defensively, he's done well.
Now the putback won't go. That was Griffin with the miss.
Yeah.
Moore gets the rebound.
Ooh. Another steal by North Little Rock.
Frederick with the dish. The shot. The layup is good. That was Jacory Withers. Jacory with 4 points on the night.
North Little Rock's pressure has bothered Destiny. I mean, they just keep it up.
Moore's shot is no good. There's a fight for the rebound. Got a referee in my way. Couldn't see, but North Little Rock will push the floor. That's Frederick. 3-pointers in and out. Can't find the range so far this half.
And he got such a nice release.
Tyler, 6'4", senior. Again, as we talked about in the first half, that shot was blocked. Frederick going to go to Eufus. Good to have him at Fort Smith. Get a chance. Go support him. He's actually a Fort Smith boy. Moved to Hot Springs and then on to North Little Rock. Parents are from here. I think his mother went to Sylvan Hills High School.
We should have found her a job with the Grizzly Sports Network and had him playing up here.
You know what? I asked somebody that's in the know about that if we'd have kept him in Fort Smith, but they said he probably would have been a Maverick.
Really?
Yes.
Got you. They have Southside connections?
Yeah, I think so.
I got you. Okay.
So that would have been tough for old Buzz Sawyer. but he's a good player. We'd love to have him in Fort Smith no matter what.
You were talking about the athletic prowess of yourself, of course, and then Miss Steele on the tennis court. But let me tell you now,
you can pick anybody you want.
Miss Steele, multifaceted. Now, I have seen her athletic ability, but she plays the trumpet. What else? She can do it all.
Well, my trumpet days, I have to practice a lot I have to practice a lot more to play the trumpet now than I do have to play tennis.
I have always been in awe of musically gifted people because I have none. No musical gift at all, but I'm just hearing people sing or play different instruments. It's just amazing to me.
I do more singing now than I do playing the trumpet, and I enjoy both. But it's just like, your lips and facial muscles are just like any other muscle. When you don't use them, it takes a long time to get them back.
Wow.
Nice play there.
choir director at our church. I begged him for years to let me do a solo. He said, not only can you not do a solo, you can't even be in the choir. If you keep asking me, you'll have to find another church.
Divine intervention wouldn't even help you at the choir.
Well, no. And North Little Rock has struggled with free throws tonight. They were 0 for 3 in the first half. Not very many free throws shot in the first half. Second free throw's good.
No, not a lot of whistles. Both teams playing pretty clean.
Now, North Little Rock was 0 for 3. Left-hander is good. He is fouled. That's Rosario. Rosario's really come to life. Second half, had 0 points in the first 2 quarters. So far in this quarter, he's got 6, trying to get an and one here. Won't go. And a rebound, the putback by Moore is good.
Yeah, Coach Claiborne not happy with not blocking out right there.
4-point lead for Destiny Christian. Good pressure there by Destiny Christian. The shot clock had gotten under 10. He started to force it a little bit. Who got the steal? Wow, Cynthia Moore with a dunk. 14 points now for Moore with 1:45 left in the third quarter.
Buzz, I like watching that kid play.
I do too. He's got a future. Now, I appreciate you getting his name. We just didn't have any information on me. I don't know whether he's a sophomore, junior, senior, freshman. I don't know. But whatever he is a good-looking young man. A lot of basketball talent, a lot of court awareness. Seems to be in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, and defensively, I mean, we've seen him dunk. We've seen him do a lot of things offensively, but defensively, he has really done an outstanding job. I know the rest of the teams in Destiny's conference, they want him to be a senior. I'll find out what he is right now, but they're going to want him to be a senior.
You know, Buzz, we've talked about the great basketball that fans are going to get to see the next couple of days, but I don't know if you all talked about the economic impact to the city of Fort Smith that
we have not talked about
that we're going to enjoy as a result of 6 out-of-town, out-of-state teams coming in and spending 3 nights here, eating at least 2 meals a day here, and the gas that'll be purchased here and any entertainment they might do, you know, in the evenings or when they're not playing. But it can be huge to a community like ours, and we've done that. This is our 3rd time to do that. We had the big show, and then we had the Tournament of Champions, and now we've got the Coke Classic.
Right. You're exactly right. And all these tournaments have been run so well. The big show was kind of a new addition to this, but I think they're going to try to do it again next year because it was such a big hit this year. Well, you got to see some big-time players. Link Academy, Denver Prep. I mean, these guys brought some. Well, I think the best player that I saw during that was the point guard for Link Academy.
The kid out of Branson, right?
Yeah, he was amazing. I think he is the #1 rated point guard in the United States right now. He's just a junior.
Link definitely had a different level of play, I thought. The other team had the UA recruit.
Bayfall.
But Link was just phenomenal.
They were, they mercy ruled Denver in the final, or that last game. I say finals, each team, there was 5 different games, but that's the end of the first half. It's 36-32. But, yeah, that was a great game to watch, and it started out, looked like it's going to be kind of close.
Yeah.
But they had Bay Falls shut down. He only had 2 points in the first half.
Yeah.
And then in the second half, I think he ended up with 9. But they just went on a tear. Ended up mercy ruling the team. And impressive.
They definitely knew how to mobilize him.
Guys, let's take a break. We'll come back with some more basketball after this.
810 Billiards and Bowling, but it's more than billiards and more than bowling. 810 Billiards and Bowling. It's an amazing combination of games, arcade, restaurant, sports bar, and night spot, all under one roof. And coming soon to Fort Smith, 5609 Rogers Avenue across from Randall Ford. And stay tuned for more updates on their grand opening. Visit their Facebook page to enter their grand opening contest. Now taking holiday party reservations, visit 810bowling.com for the latest updates. 810 Billiards and Bowling.
All right, 8 minutes left. It's a 4-point game, 36-32. If I'm not mistaken, North Little Rock has trailed the entire game. Is that right?
They have, yes, sir.
And
I think they cut it to 1, maybe 2?
I think they got within 1.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple of times.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're underway in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I think that third quarter is a little bit more of a struggle than the second for them.
Yeah. Frederick's three-pointers no good, and if he finds the mark,
yes,
he can change it in a hurry. But he just hasn't found the mark yet. Frederick does have 8 points tonight, but you hadn't really seen him get on fire from three-point range.
10-second call. We've seen that press from North Little Rock early in the first half cause some problems. They finally get a 10-second call out of it.
There's Frederick again from 3. He won't go. He knows it's coming, though. He knows it's coming.
Good shooters will not stop after a miss, and I only know that because I would tell myself that every game. It just never went in, but they never. Good shooters don't meet a shot they don't like.
Nice putback. That was Griffin.
We've seen both teams have some really good inbounds plays to score from.
Now, if you've been watching the broadcast, you see number 22, Robert Griffin from North Little Rock. He's an impressive player. He's had some good looks. That was his first 2 points tonight.
Right.
Now it's a 2-point ball game. But you just seem to get the feeling, or at least I do, that North Little Rock is on the verge of opening it up a little bit. You see Frederick, maybe he'll get a couple of three-pointers going.
Right.
And then if Griffin gets a little more dominant insides and takes advantage of some of those looks he gets, then, this lead could change. All right, we got a 60-second timeout. We'll take another break. Be back more of the Coke Classic after this. When you look at the scoring for Destiny Christian, you got LeBron Wilson, who's got 7 points. Rosario has 6. Jude Hill, 9. And then Sentinel Moore has 14. You go over to North Little Rock. Blake Seegers has 4. Ja'Cory Withers, 4. Andre Barnes, 7. Tyler Frederick, 9 points. Braylon Frazier with 6. Caden Nelson, 2, and Robert Griffin, 2. The one that stands out to me is Robert Griffin. This guy's a difference maker.
Yeah, we haven't seen him really just start to fill it up yet. I'm like you. I think it's coming. Now, remember, he's a sophomore last year. Probably didn't get a whole lot of playing time because they were stacked. And so anytime he saw the floor, it was probably just in a mop-up role. But now he's starting, and as a junior, I'd like to see him get a few more pounds on that frame, but it'll come for this kid.
It will. He's 6'7".
Right.
And he's able to get in the air and contort his body. You can see him change directions. And seeing a kid 6'7", there you go. Nice feed.
Wow.
That was Frazier.
Nice look on the alley-oop. It's a tie ball game now, Buzz.
Tie ball game. So here we are with 6 minutes left. Ball was almost stolen, but tipped by Frederick. The ball was knocked out of bounds.
And that pressure from the press again that North Little Rock has been applying all game.
That was LeBron Wilson. Tried to get it for Destiny, but it was not. He tipped it last, went out of bounds. So with 5:56 left in the game, North Little Rock has a chance to do something they haven't done all night, and that's get a lead. Three-pointer is in and out. No good as LeBron Wilson goes up to get the rebound. He got a little more than a few saltine crackers underneath his
sir.
Feet. Three-pointer on the way. Rosario is good. Sorry, Jude Hill.
Jude Hill has had a good game today.
He has. Got the soft touch there. There's Tyler Frederick.
Yep, little push. Frederick has had such a nice shot right there, but you know he had to get that high enough to get out of the reach of Moore.
Yeah. You got to get pretty high to do that.
Gee whiz, that kid plays well above the rim. North Little Rock with another chance to take the lead.
There it is,
Nice
right
look.
there. Oh, the dunk was looked like it was blocked, but Wilson will be called for the foul. So Griffin will go to the line, 2 free throws. What else can you do? You have to do that.
Yeah.
You've got to go up and stop that shot. If you get lucky and not get called for a foul, but Griffin makes his first free throw. Second free throw is good.
And finally.
Yeah.
First lead, you said, of the game?
First lead of the game.
First lead of the
for North
game.
Little Rock.
40-39. We'll take another break here at the Coke Classic. We'll be right back.
Hey, Chief, which weighs more, meatloaf or steak?
Steak.
Ham or turkey?
Yeah.
Mac and cheese or cookies?
Mac and cheese easily. Let's go weigh him and find out.
Okay. Pound of carrot cake or a pound of ice cream?
Nice try, rookie.
I almost had you.
Not even close.
You're in business to do business, not paperwork. That's where the skills of Potts & Company certified public accountants can help you succeed. Trust the experienced professionals of Potts & Company for tax preparation, bookkeeping, and other business services. Using QuickBooks for your operations? They're QuickBooks experts. The Potts & Company team can help you establish, organize, and optimize your QuickBooks for utmost effectiveness. Visit pottscpa.com to learn more.
After about 27 minutes, North Little Rock finally gets its first lead, 40-39. We have 4:49 left in the ball game. It's gonna be fun watching this last 4.5 minutes.
Little Rock Hall just made their way into the house. They play later on this evening.
That'll be against our Grizzlies.
Yes, sir.
Hall, who's had some pretty good players over the years.
Yes,
Remember
they
one
have.
named Bobby Portis?
Yeah, he wasn't bad.
Not bad. Three-pointer is good. That was Jude Hill again. So Jude Hill, with back-to-back three-pointers, gives Destiny another 2-point lead.
Oh, good look.
Nice dish. And there, that's what you got to do. You got to get him involved. Robert Griffin with the nice dunk. Great assist.
You know, I remember watching Bobby Portis play at Southside. That guy was just so, just very calm and just real sweet-natured, and went over afterwards and signed some things for the Southside student section. Yeah, he was a great sport about
That's
it.
awesome. It's good to see some of these really great athletes be humble and willing to, do things like that, sign autographs. And I remember last year when North Little Rock came here to play, and Nick Smith had like a press conference after the game. He set it up on Twitter where he was going to sign autographs here after the game. There was a huge, even Boothead, Ron Brewer came to watch him play.
Yep. And we moved them outside, so we took all the fans and let them be out by the bus. And I communicated with North Little Rock to see what they wanted to do, and they said, we're happy to do it. Those two kids stayed until every autograph was done.
That's pretty cool.
North Little Rock pulls ahead.
Now Frazier with 10 points. Puts the charging Wildcats up. Wow, what a nice. You got the two big guys there. LeBron Wilson inside to Moore for the easy dunk. And those guys could go all night just assisting each other. Tie ball game.
Yep. When you need a high percentage shot, it's nice to have a dunk like that.
Right now you have three guys on the floor. Two for Destiny and one for, nice shot off the glass. That was Rosario. 8 points tonight for Joshua Del Rosario. So Destiny up by 2 again. Three-pointer on the way. Tyler just cannot find the range. Boy, if he could just get one to go.
That's right.
Destiny wants a timeout. That'll be a full timeout, so we'll take another break. Come back with the last 2 minutes and 23 seconds of this ball game. Maybe. Could be overtime. We'll be back.
Northside High School invites you to help pave the way in the Legacy Walk. All former or current students, players, friends, families, faculty, administration, community leaders, and businesses are invited to become a permanent part of its campus. Have your own personalization engraved on a 4x8 brick to be installed in front of the new arena. Honor a loved one, a teacher, a coach, your graduating class, or even advertise an organization or business. Support Northside and become a part of the campus for years to come. Stop by the Grizzly Gear Shop and order yours today.
Sawyer's is about more than sunrooms, patios, and home improvement. For over 30 years, we've been about people, about our community, about you. We make quality products affordable so you can focus on making memories with those who matter most. We bring our passion for great craftsmanship and take pride in the work we do so you can count on it lasting a lifetime. Give us a call today and see the difference we can make for you.
Wilson lost control over it. North Little Rock gets possession, down 2, 2:12 left.
And even though he hasn't shot well, Frederick causes that steal to happen right there. So 2 minutes left.
Nice floater, won't go. Wilson with the rebound. A lot of pressure from the North Little Rock charging Wildcats, but Destiny will get it across the timeline. Now set up their offense with 1:40. Three-pointer uncontested on the way from Wilson, no good. Griffin with the rebound. Withers drives, dishes back out. Frederick, uncontested three. Will it go? It does.
That was the one to make right there.
Wow.
So now the pressure's off him mentally.
That's right.
He gets one to go. He gets the lead 47-46 with 1:24 left. Guys, this is going to be a
down to the wire.
It's going to be a race to the finish line, isn't it? Now we have a timeout on the floor, but we'll just stay with it. Let's talk a little bit about the hospitality room. We'll mention some names to you guys.
Sure.
Dylan actually went at halftime, and he brought back a plate, kind of a sample plate.
Right.
But you got the Great American Cookies, Subway, Walk On, Hooters has wings tonight, Raising Cane's, Domino's Pizza, Golden Corral, McDonald's, Olive Garden, Oak Crest Market, Godfather Pizza, Italiano's. And I'm going to tell you something, one of the best catered meals that I ever had was in the press box during a football game last year from Italiano's. We kept, I don't know how much of the game we actually missed because we were out there eating.
I remember that game. Coach Burnett was supposed to be helping me that game, and I couldn't find him. And I didn't know where he was. He's in the press box.
He was enjoying some Italianos.
Yeah,
himself.
it was good. But thank you to all the folks that are contributing to the hospitality room.
You know, that list that you mentioned, Buzz, we hit these people up all the time, and they never say no. They just support our kids and our schools, and how appreciative I am of them and what they do for our school district.
Yeah, it's hard to realize how much really goes into it and how many times they do it, like you said.
Right.
Three-pointer. It looked like it might have got partially blocked by Frederick. It's going to be called under the basket. That may go against Frazier. It does.
I think it does. Coach Clayton not happy about the call, but you know when a guy's in the air, you can't. He's entitled to that space just like you are.
Yeah, and that was Wilson that had nowhere to go.
Oh wow.
Seegers picks it off, but knocked out of bounds. And still North Little Rock's basketball up one with 1:05.
I tell you what's impressive. North Little Rock has had pressure all game long. They've been out of school for a few weeks, and you know they defensively they haven't missed a beat today.
All right, under a minute now. Charging Wildcats with a 1-point lead, defending state champions. Shot clock's at 16. Withers will work his offense. Drives, looks for some help, back out to Tyler. Withers, 6 seconds on the clock. He'll drive. Shot is put up off balance, no good, but we'll get the ball back by Seegers. Will they count it? Let's see.
That one is good.
That was Seegers. And he was fouled. Do they count? They do. 49-46. So Blake Seegers will go to the line.
What a play, too. Had to get the shot off for the three-point throw up, just a prayer. It hits the rim. Seegers crashes the boards and gets the bucket.
And this is a huge free throw. Can't get it to go. All right, 3 points, 20 seconds.
And timeout.
All right, Destiny will take a timeout. That's another full timeout. We'll just stay with it. Strategy here. What do? You're down 3. I mean, you got some guys that can shoot the 3. I think the guy that I'd probably try to get it in his hands is Jude Hill.
Yeah.
He's made back-to-back threes. They put a little pressure on him the last few trips down, but that's the guy that I'd try to get in his hands.
You know, if I'm Bryant right now, you've got some fouls to give. You know, I'm for sure not going to let the ball get inside if they want to stay outside and work their way around. But if there starts to be somebody driving to the hole, I'm going to foul them on the floor and make them take it back out again before I put somebody to the line.
Yeah, this has been one of those games that there just hadn't been a lot of fouls.
Right.
You had one team that's 0 for 3, North Little Rock in the first half from the free throw line, 2 for 2 from the line. From Destiny, that's the first half. We don't have the stats so far in the second half, but they haven't shot many.
No, they really haven't. But like we talked earlier, it's been a real clean game.
Yeah.
Not a lot of fouls.
Yeah. Each team with 5 team fouls. So you got one to give here, like you said.
Yep.
If they start to drive, foul, make them take it out again.
Yeah, I'm going to try to steal the inbounds play. It's going to be a sideline out right here.
Don't foul the guy shooting the three-pointer, though.
No.
Just don't do that. All right, Wilson will inbound. Seegers will be in his face. Well, now he'll back off. That's Rosario. Rosario with 10 seconds. There's the three-pointer on the way, and that's the guy that you wanted to get it in his hands. That's Rosario.
What a shot.
Wow. I'm sorry, that was Jude Hill.
Jude Hill one more time.
Jude Hill.
And that was way past the line as well.
Yeah, so Jude Hill, who had hit back-to-back threes, that's the guy you wanted to get it into his hands. And like Jennifer says, he was way back off the line, shot it off balance, puts him into overtime, 49-49.
And so Destiny right now is wanting a foul on the three-point shot. I can't disagree with him, but you've got Griffin. You got the biggest kid on the floor in his face.
Yeah.
He's hit 2 in a row. Now make it 3. We're going over. It's free basketball for your $5,
That's
Buzz.
it.
I mean,
you can't get better than that.
Gee whiz.
Unbelievable. Well, we knew it was going to be like this in the very beginning. It was kind of, once North Little Rock kind of got into a groove and was able to get a little bit closer,
right,
close that gap a little bit, and then, hey, it was going to be a race to the finish line.
Wow. Had to have a 3.
Had to have it.
You get it in the hands of the kid that Bryant doesn't want, but Destiny does want, and he gets the shot off and buries it. Wow. Kind of remind me of myself right there, that deep range right there. That was.
Well, no, he wasn't. Now, you were in the Grizzly, right back here in the teeth of the Grizzly. So for folks that are watching on TV, Coach Beaumont, that's where he shoots from.
Well, Buzz, you need to ask Coach Nutt when you get a chance, and Houston will tell you that Beaumont's in range when he comes in the gym. Doesn't matter what door I come in, I'm in range.
They used to say that about Steve Little. He was a field goal.
100%.
Little. Yeah.
100%.
He was in range when he got off the bus.
And that was probably not true for me, but it was true for him, I can promise you.
All right, here we go. 4-minute overtime. Seegers puts it up to the left hand. It's blocked. That was Rosario with the block.
That kid plays a lot bigger than what he is.
Tyler, shots on the way, no good. I think he rushed that one a little bit.
Boy, Seegers is just so much pressure all the time. I'm not sure what the call is here. It's going to go against Bryant. Wow, okay.
All right, just into overtime. If you're joining us late, it's been one of those ball games you kind of had a feeling this is the way it would go. Griffin doing a good job on Moore.
I'd find a way to get it to that kid right there. That's who I want handling the ball right there.
Moore spins off the glass is good. That is so hard to stop. Griffin's trying to keep from fouling him, but what do you do?
Yeah.
Fouling, I guess.
I mean, there was nothing else really he could do other than that.
That was Ja'Cory Withers with the shot. He was fouled. So his team down by 2 points. 3:08 left in the first overtime.
You talked about it earlier. Orthodox had trouble from the free throw line all night. They need these 2 right here.
First free throw is no good. Well, you've heard it said a million times. They'll win or lose games for you.
100%.
Especially when you get to this point of the game.
Yes, sir.
Second free throw's good.
Okay. Pressure off the made basket again.
Oh, a nice move. Can't get the shot to go. That was Joshua Del Rosario. 8 points on the night. Made a great move at the free throw line. Couldn't get the shot to go, but he draws a foul.
We talked about the style of play of both teams a lot tonight. Not a lot of dribbling for no reason. We see a lot of passing, a lot of movement to the basket.
First free throw is good. Second free throw is not. Seegers with the rebound. Withers, nice dish underneath, but Griffin couldn't come up with the shot. Looked like he was a little off balance.
Yes, he was.
When he got the ball. Had an awkward move at it.
Wow.
Oh, what a block by Griffin.
Nice block there.
That was Jude Hill. Jude said, well, I'll tell you what, I'll just go back out to three-point range. I'm not going to bring it inside.
Uh-oh. 5-second call.
Well,
defensive again.
Yeah. That doesn't make your coach very happy.
No, sir.
Not with 2:30 left in your first overtime. Only up by 2.
Backside defensive pressure right there on the steal.
Good job by Wilson. Wilson was fouled.
So Destiny now in the bonus.
So LeBron Wilson at the line. 7 points for LeBron tonight.
He had a good first half. I haven't seen him a lot in the second half.
Not a lot of point production, but you know, these kids are so unselfish. If they're not scoring points, they're assisting. First free throw is good. Wouldn't like it was back in your day when you scored all the points and you did all the, you know what I mean.
Well,
it's different now. They pass it around a little bit.
So many things have changed since when I played. You know, they don't have the peach basket anymore.
I had somebody, this has happened to me twice in the last 10 years. I've had a kid, it's always like a sophomore that does it. Mr. Sawyer, did they have face masks when you played? So a face mask, we had not only that, but we had shoulder pads and thigh pads and mouthpieces. We had all the stuff.
None of the leather helmets.
That's right.
Back in the day.
That's right. Wow.
Nice shot there.
Nice shot off the last bunch of Corey Withers. Let them play a little bit. Woo. All right, that was Wilson went up, blocked that one off the glass. You go back the other end of the floor, Destiny's Rosario has had a couple of looks underneath. He makes a real good move to get to the basket as an open look, but just can't get it to go.
Almost two consecutive times down the floor. Like you said, he had a great move, just couldn't finish.
First free throw is good. That's Frazier. Minute 28, 1 point ball game. We'll take a break, have a full timeout. We'll be back with more of the Coke Classic right after this.
This is Northside head football coach, Coach Felix Curry. I call 782-8940. That's 782-8940.
This is Northside head basketball coach, Eric Burnett. I call 782-8940. That's 782-8940.
Football in fall, what a great time of the year. It's also a great time to take advantage of York factory rebates on high-efficiency HVAC products. Give us a call at 782-8940.
That's 782-8940.
For the consumer, I think it's maybe one of the best times in history, at least in my experience. It's the best time that I've seen. The pre-owned business is definitely changing. Probably the best time as far as ease that we've seen in the car business. Transaction between the salesman and the customer is so much easier. The coolest thing about our pre-owned stores to me is hearing what they say about going there. Come see us at Clay Maxey Premium Pre-Owned in Fort Smith and in Tawnytown.
Minute 28 left in the first overtime. Destiny with 1 point advantage here. As Brethren Frazier, who will go back to the line to try to even this one up.
In case anybody was wondering, we don't charge extra for overtime. So if you want to spend your $5 for a ball game, come on out. You get 4 of them today and an overtime.
What a value, especially in a tie ball game. It has started to pick up a little bit.
Yes, it has.
Crowd-wise. Hill spins, puts it up, but he walks with it. Just a few too many times.
Yeah. One too many move.
No pressure for these charging Wildcats. Get the ball down court with a minute 10 left.
And what do you want to do here? You want to use up all the shot clock? You know that Destiny will get the ball back at least once more.
A lot of strategy goes into that. When you get down, the last thing you want to do is lose a basketball and then commit a foul. That foul will be charged to Ja'Cory Withers.
A little bit of frustration right there. You make a bad pass, lose the basketball for your team, and then commit a foul. Destiny's got to shoot now free throws.
That's Jude Hill at the line. Jude, who put him into overtime with that off-balance three-pointer, can't get the first free throw to go. So again, North Little Rock has a chance to get the lead. Shot clock management here with 47 on the game clock, 20 on the shot clock. Tyler Frederick, three-pointer is good.
Wow.
Great timing again by him.
Well, he's 2 for the last 3. He's 2 for the last 3. One he shot, he was a little bit off balance. But the kid's a player. I mean, he doesn't feel the pressure. I mean, I've watched him play for years. He's just, he loves it. He wants the ball. Those are the guys you want to have the ball, the ones that want it.
Well, and you know our local Lions here at UA Fort Smith are going to be lucky to have him. The community's going to be lucky to watch him play. But you're right, Buzz. He couldn't throw it in the ocean early.
No.
And then all of a sudden now, the kid that puts them back in the game to tie it up or go ahead, and then a big bucket right here with 30 seconds left to play. That kid, he's a shooter.
He is a shooter, and he's got 16 points. You don't think about it because he's done a lot defensively.
Yes, he has.
He's assisted a lot. But he's missed a couple of threes,
right.
Probably 3 or 4, like you said. I mean, he went first half, he really couldn't find the range, but once he did, he's got him a 3-point lead again. But, hey, don't forget, Jude Hill plays for Destiny.
Yes, he does.
This kid can shoot that 3, too. I remember going to North Little Rock last year. Nick Smith didn't play. He had his foot in the boot.
Right.
Came out in pregame, shot 31 threes, made 30 of them. And then Sam Roper got hot. He shot, he actually, under no distress, crossed half-court line, maybe about 3 feet, put it up.
I would believe that out of young Roper.
Nailed it. And then he shot one right in front of Nick Smith on the bench, and while it was in there, he turned around and looked at him. Nick Smith was giving him, pretty nice. Sam was a shooter.
Yes, he was. Not
Not only that, he's pretty good with the ACT, too.
Yeah, good kid.
Very good kid. Got a brother playing for Southside. He'll be playing later tonight.
Yes, sir.
Last game of the evening will be Southside. At 18.7 seconds.
So Destiny drives the bucket, can't finish, commit to foul. North Little Rock finally ahead by 3 points tonight with 18 seconds left to play in the overtime.
Yeah, big opportunity here for Withers. Left-handed free throw is in and out, no good.
Oh, my goodness.
So 17 seconds left.
I thought Destiny might want a timeout, but they're not going to. Okay. Now what?
So
now they'll take it. Now they'll take it.
Yeah, now he takes it into the lane, makes it a 1-point game with 10.5 seconds left. Another timeout on the floor.
Bryant wanted to make sure that no one outside of that arc was open right there, so that left the lane wide open.
Right. You got to take that.
That's right. So it's a 1-point game now. Jennifer, what do you want to do here? Do you want to foul and put them to the line? I mean, I would assume that you're going to probably want to try to steal the inbounds play, and if you don't, get a quick foul.
I would think so because they haven't been super effective at the line today.
I agree.
You know, I don't know that
that's a great point.
Yep.
That's what happened here. The guy missed the free throw, and then they went down and had another opportunity like they did in regulation.
Well, no matter what, it's been a great ball game. You hate to see either one of these teams lose. You'd like to see both. This is kind of a game you'd see in the finals.
Absolutely.
Then you got Bryant. You got Bryant Harbor's next.
Right.
But you got some great teams in this. In the Grizzlies, Little Rock Hall of Play, Southside and Sylvan Hills play the last game of the night.
Now, Bryant was at the big show, correct?
That's right.
Yep.
And they beat the Grizzlies.
Yeah, they did.
Yep.
We saw.
We had them beat.
100%.
And then ended up
1 by 1 or 2, I believe.
We've seen Harbor play this year, so it'll be a good ball game this next ball game.
All right, 10.5 seconds left. Seegers will inbound, full court pressure here.
Okay.
And they'll foul Withers, who missed his last couple of attempts. So, Jennifer, you're right. I mean, foul them, you got a better opportunity. I mean, here they're going to go to the line. They haven't made any free throws. But what a time to make them.
Yep. And even if he hits them both, I can promise you, number 32 in that black jersey, he can hit it from anywhere.
First free throw's good.
Oh, that's big.
That is
that
big.
was a big one. This one's big as well.
Withers has one more coming. Second free throw is good.
Good for him.
All right, 9 seconds. Down by 3. That's Wilson. Wilson with 2 seconds puts it up. And the ball game will end 59-56.
What a game.
North Little Rock charging Wildcats. Hung in there and hung in there. Really had a chance to win it in regulation. But Jude Hill, three-pointer, took it to the first overtime. And North Little Rock comes out with the win. Again, you hate to see either one of these teams lose, but North Little Rock will go on to the second round. So we'll wait for Coach Beaumont, who's got pretty much triple duty here, being an athletic director and doing some broadcasting. Now he'll do an interview at center court with the winning coach. Jennifer, we appreciate you.
Buzz, you ready?
All right, Coach. Let's go down to center court with Coach Beaumont.
Coach Claiborne, wow, what a ball game right there. Now, you found yourself down for 3/4 of the ball game.
Yes, sir.
In fact, going into the fourth quarter, you finally get a lead, and then we have to go to overtime. Offensively, I thought that you guys played well, but the pressure I saw from your team today is what kept you, the defensive pressure kept you in the ball game today.
Yes, sir. You could tell we were a little rusty coming off of Christmas break and all of that, and just trying to knock that out. And I told them before the game, don't let your rust dictate your effort. And so, we battled. It wasn't pretty, but it's a win, and we get to move on tomorrow to advance to the semifinals.
I saw some big shots happen. We have young Frederick can't find the basket early, and then I know, though, that if you have to have somebody shoot from outside the arc, that's the kid that you want the ball in his hands. Hits 2 big shots late to put you guys into it. How about the play of your team today?
Yes, sir. It's funny you say that about Frederick because, he came over to the bench after he missed a couple, and he started getting frustrated and was putting his head down. And I was like, hey, man, you're a shooter, and you work way too much of this. If you're going to be perfect, you need to quit playing this game because that's not going to happen. You're going to miss shots, but you've got to be ready for the next one. And sure enough, he hit 2 big ones for us, and that's what shooters do, and that's what playmakers do.
Coach, you had a pretty good team last year.
Yes, sir.
Had a couple of kids have not gone on to play at the next level. You end up with a draw that we didn't know a whole lot about. I know you didn't know a whole lot about. We had to all find out about Destiny Christian. Good ball team. What did this game tell you about your team for this year going into conference?
We've known all year before the season started that we were going to be overlooked. When you lose what you lose with 2 McDonald's All-Americans and all of that, But the thing is that I told, our guys is like, they don't know who you practice against every day. And so they've had a chip on their shoulder, and we've had a little success here lately, and we got to find our way to have that chip on our shoulder going into conference because we play better with a little bit of an edge.
Coach, love watching your team today. Good luck in the rest of the tournament. Thank you for coming to Fort Smith.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hey, Coach, we got Tyler Frederick standing by. Let's get a word with him.
Tyler, great job today, son. Watching you play today, I know struggled a little bit from outside the arc early in the game. Your head coach and I were talking a little bit about the frustration we could see in your face by not being able to find the range that you wanted to. But what I didn't see from you today was a letdown in your defensive pressure. Lots of steals, lots of easy baskets for you today. But who better to have the ball in their hands late in the fourth quarter, and then in overtime hit a couple of big threes?
Sir, we knew the game. The key coming into the game would be just to get stops and play defense. So, ball's not going to go in the hoop every night, so got to find other ways to impact the game, and I feel like that's what I did on the defensive end and on the rebounding today.
As a senior playing today, you lost a lot last year, but you come back as a defending champions and looked outstanding today against a great Destiny Christian team. What does this tell you as a senior about your team?
Oh, we're young, but, we fight. We play defense really hard. We got a chip on our shoulder because, people kind of overlooking us after we lost a lot of key pieces last year. But, we're here, and we find ways to win.
Well, defending state champions don't disappoint today. Love watching you play. Good luck to you the rest of the tournament. Thank you, sir.
All right, thanks, Coach. Hey, it's good to get a word with the head coach, the winning head coach, and Tyler Frederick. Tyler, who is, like I said, he's a Fort Smith young man, moved to Hot Springs and then to North Little Rock, but he'll be back in Fort Smith playing at the University of Arkansas Fort Smith. So good to get a word with him, and congratulations to him on his win. They get the win 59-56 over Destiny, who is a very good basketball team. Don't go away. We got Harbor and Bryant coming up next on the Coke Classic.